20-yard line to 30-yard line. 50 yards. All right, I'll hit the intro.
It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoy's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
And a special shout out as well to Step Farms and Excavation, another one of our affiliate sponsors helping us out this year. Good evening, everybody. I'm DJ Pheasant. Here beside Lenny Irwin, we have Paris Tiger football in store for you tonight. And a big thank you to one of our sponsors, Moody Farms, getting their hands dirty tonight, Lenny. Anybody can put their money in and help us make this broadcast possible. Not all of them will get their hands dirty.
Right, that's for sure. We sure appreciate you coming up and helping out, too. We got the camera clear up on top tonight. For whatever reason, we couldn't set it up down here. So, anyway, is that the best it's good? With the camera, even extended out as far as we go, we go from like the 20-yard line to the 30-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
So, we snagged a volunteer. Beads went over to the far side line. Oh, anyway, like I said, we're doing the best we can. We got Jeff Moody up on top of the press box. He's going to run the camera for us, so hopefully we get better pictures of what we got right now.
I told him to do whatever he wanted up there, so whatever he sees fit picture-wise on that little 2-inch screen he's got up there. So either way, we're ready for some Paris Tiger football. Got 4.5 minutes on the clock here as we're getting things started. So still getting a few things ready. Yeah, Jeff's getting a swing for the camera up there.
I think it's senior night down here tonight too. So the senior football players, I think at halftime maybe they're going to do the band. I heard them tell us down here. Anyway, this last game of the season, hopefully everything works well. Hopefully the Tigers can come out with a win tonight. We've been struggling. Injury bug hit us hard.
That we have, Lenny.
We've just done the best we can with sophomores and freshmen. Will be good for us next year. All this extra experience they're getting this year. This year right now, like I said, it's been a struggle. That's the third game of the season. We lost Ethan Curl, one of our big stud running backs. In the next game, we lost our quarterback, Triple. So, like I said, it's just Rogers, backup quarterback. He was out a couple games. So, Ty King stepped in from the running back position. He never played quarterback before in his life. Just we've been making do with what we've got.
Well, the boys, you can't blame them. Some of them playing out of position, playing new positions, and they've just played their hearts out and made the season what it is. It's been a whole lot worse. They could have rolled over and tucked their tails and been done.
Well, they didn't do that. They said, no, let's make the best of it, and they've done that. So, that just goes back to the coaching staff, you know, Claude Feller, Nelson Curry, John Calhoun, Chip Keys, George Cheese. Brody Spencer, they all, kept encouraging these kids and plugging them, pumping them up, and keeping them. Like you said, we're all out of position, we're all not performing to our abilities. They could have, like you said, they could have laid down and said, we're just going to cash in this year. They didn't do that. They stepped out.
Almost got the scoreboard set up here, Lee.
Okay,
I'm working on that.
Typing feverishly, so I wondered if maybe we didn't have something hooked up right or set up right.
Oh, just taking me a second to, a lot of hiccups tonight. You never know what's going to happen on the road. And
well, I'm not sure we've got these down here with the cans and stuff. We surely have, I don't know what we did with it. Tonight we've got camera clear up on top. We've got Jeff up there helping out and running the camera for us. So we definitely thank Jeff for taking time out of his busy schedule, especially right here in the heat of harvest. Got down here to all these. Will's on here in the room this year. He's been backup center, playing on the line. Just doing a good job there as well. He's just Virginia, so he'll be back next year for another season. So hopefully, next year will be better.
they need all the guys they can bring back that they can. And that experience is just going to domino. The younger the guys are that are getting that time and getting that experience, and some of them will have a experience in some different positions when they come in next year.
Yeah. And they might decide, hey, I like this new position. Maybe this works better for me.
Ty may just be a backup quarterback. Who knows?
Yeah, he might be.
Or there may just be a random wildcat formation. They realize what plays work this year. That could give us other options to run next year.
Exactly. It's just a sophomore, so we've got him for 2 more years. We've got Drew Rogers, who's quarterback tonight. He's a sophomore, so we got him for 2 more years. So, the future still looks bright for Paris football. It might be down just a little this year. We're not in the playoffs this year for the first time in a long time. Nonetheless, we're going to make the best of what we got.
It wasn't too many years ago where the word playoffs was celebrate. It was unheard of in town, and now we're disappointed that we don't go. It just shows you the turnaround this program's had and the philosophy that the program has now. They go out and they expect to win.
Sure.
Definitely a different mindset than this program's had in the past.
Yep, it definitely is. And like you said, this year we didn't make it. And it's almost like, what happened? Everybody's, it's kind of like a letdown because we didn't make it.
Feel bad for some of these guys that had the rough season this year. They lost the postseason to COVID a couple years ago, and
especially the seniors.
Yes,
the seniors been going out. We're expecting big things this year, and when the season started, we were expecting big things this year. We went down on another playoff run. And everybody stayed healthy, stayed away from the injury bug. I think we would have been there.
Yep. And that rubs off on the kids too. When the fans expect a playoff run,
yeah.
When the parents expect it, it's just kind of feeds into the program there, and grows with the kids and helps their philosophy. And years past, how many games are going to lose this year?
Yeah, that's what it used to be. Yeah. Are you going to win a game?
Are you going to win a game this year? That was the question before the season would start. So.
Yeah, because I've been on announcing ends of some of those 60-0 blowouts and running clock the whole second half. It's no fun. I'm telling you,
it's not. The PA here announcing all the Newton seniors. They've got quite a few.
A lot of football players. Football players too.
Yep, several of those as well.
I think at halftime we need to stand. I think it was a plan. I think that's what I heard. So that's the reason maybe we're just a hair late get started.
Okay, gotta work on some sound through the headsets here, so we'll figure that out as we go. Yeah, I'm plugging some things. We'll figure it out. Swap some things around. Hopefully we'll get this figured out tonight. I do appreciate everybody for hanging out here. The pregame show stopped the clock, so a lot of names to announce and a lot of people to get through. Well, we appreciate the text messages and the fans letting us know because it always sounds good on our end. Sometimes we just don't quite get the signal we need.
Sounds like we're using the laptop mic.
All right. Yeah, we've had it do that before.
Yes, you had to change something here.
Yeah, I think I did. Okay. We'll get something figured out here in a second, Lenny. All right.
You're the master technician, son. When Nate Bell's not around, you're.
One, two. Hey, Lenny, I think
Okay.
we're there.
Well, Paris won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So, Landon Ingram, he is one of our seniors. He's got it teed up and getting ready to kick it off. So, we're just about set for football action at Newton.
There's a kickoff, and it's going to be bobbled, picked up around the 20-yard line. Still breaking tackles.
Uh-oh.
He's got the sideline in front of him.
He does.
Finally run out of bounds around the 50-yard line.
Hopefully we're rocking and rolling now. So Newton's going to start the ball on the Paris 49-yard line after that return.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Let's see what the Tiger defense can do as Newton sets up in the shotgun and a jet sweep around the left end. A lot of real estate. Still going there. Number 9, Parker Wolf with a big gain. Picked up almost 20 yards. They'll spot it at the 30-yard line. Give him 19.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to see it start out, but
No, it's not.
Newton always runs this option.
Sweep again to the left, cuts it back up the middle. Look at him still powering his way down to the 15.
Big number 42 that time on the carry.
Meyer Tar. Given the size of Newton, I'm sure that's some relation to Creighton.
I'm sure. Tar picked up 15, so 2 carries. They've ripped off a 19 and a 15-yard run. They've got the ball down on our 15-yard line.
Gives it to the tailback this time up the middle. Number 22 stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Gained a couple. That was Isaac Flowers.
The one spot the Tiger defense has been the strongest this year, Lenny, has been right up the middle.
Yep, for sure.
They've done pretty decent on those. It's that stuff around the end, the misdirection, that's gotten us the most. Nothing doing that time.
Doing that time. Big number 70 there. Mason Boatman says, I've had enough of this. So.
Got the mic straightened out now, so we'll get clock straightened out. 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Third down, about 7 to go from the 12-yard line, out of the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to the right, looking to his right, throws the out pattern, and he dropped it. Right at the first down marker, comes up short, now looking at 4th and 7. .9:42 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here in Newton, Illinois. They're going to line up for the field goal.
Yeah, they are.
Ball at the will be spotted at the 19 for the kick. Looking at about a 29-yarder here.
Looks like number 17 is going to do the kicking, Gage Reynolds.
Good hold. The block is there, though. They had all kinds of people in front of him. That's a dead ball. On a block, but they always pick it up and try to run.
Yeah.
So the Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. 9:42 to go here in the first quarter. I'll see what we come up with on offense. Rogers in the shotgun. Twins to the right. Burns in the backfield.
Not much. He might have got a half a yard, maybe.
That's about what they're going to have. Yeah, that's about what they're going to give him as a yard. Not even that. 2nd and 9 3/4.
Yeah, as I say, he did barely got a yard or half a yard. But.
So no gain on the play to speak of. Trey Lee to the near side. Wonderful to see some more of those deep fades that we saw last week. Twins to the left. High snap over his head. Rogers going back for it. Kicking it around. Still doesn't have it. Finally got on top of it. A lot of yards lost on that one, though.
Yeah, for sure.
All the way back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and 22.
Lost about 16 on that. So.
Oh, I wish he'd just fallen on it about 5 yards sooner.
Yeah.
About gave me a heart attack. I get nervous they start kicking it around like that.
For sure.
One receiver to the left. Twins to the right. Takes a snap.
Another high snap.
Pass over the middle is complete to Wells. Bounces off a couple tacklers. And then he's going to get forward progress out to the 16-yard line. Gutsy call there by Coach, throwing it out of his own end zone. Tigers ran it well. Good pass, good catch. And it gets some breathing room here.
At least give England some room to punt. I'm sure we're going to punt anyway.
Oh, I would sure hope so.
Because it's going to be 4th and about 14.
England's going to be standing at the 3-yard line. No pressure, plenty of time. Gets off a great kick. From the 35-yard line, makes the first guy miss. They're going to bring him down near the 41 of Paris. So a great punt, Lenny. Kind of outkicked the coverage, though.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Not quite enough height. Got down there before the Tigers could. So a good return makes it 1st and 10 for Newton at the Paris 41-yard line.
Well, this will be Newton's second possession. See if we can figure out this wishbone offense that they run.
Tailback this time up the middle. Squeaks through a crack this time. Brought down around the 31-yard line. Trey Lee in there for the tackle.
And that was Flowers. Oh, man, just all but the first down.
Just shy, gain of 9. 2nd and 1 at the Paris 32. Hand of a tailback again. Flowers off the right tackle. Big gain inside the 10, just outside the 10. 12-yard line. They're just eating up chunks of offense right now. Running no huddle. They're going to run the same play. Bounces it outside this time. Figured it worked once. Run it again.
Yeah.
Timeout call. We've got an injury on the field. Official timeout.
I think it's the official timeout, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's an official timeout. We've got an injured Tiger on the far sideline around the 4-yard line.
I think it's a Newton Eagle player, isn't it? That's down.
Yeah, it is. It is a Newton player. He already got his helmet off, so
He's down there about the 4-yard line, so now he's up. That was Flowers, the ball carrier.
Good to see him up and crossing the field under his own power here. Hate to see a guy shake it up, but the Tigers needed that little breather right there. As 2 plays in a row, they were hammering our defense.
They were. We need to be regrouping a little bit.
So number 22, Isaac Flowers, up, and they're going to bring him over to the sideline, check him out here.
Looks like he's got a slight limp, but this time of the season after playing
Everybody's
8
limping.
everybody's limping a little bit. So.
If you're not limping, you haven't played. I'd be dropping the water bottle on my foot or something just so I could fit in. Right up the middle again. Just shy of the end zone. First down and goal.
I didn't see who made the carry, though.
The tailback there, 85?
84, probably Riley Hart.
I think an 85, Peyton Harris.
Was it? Okay. Could have been.
Again, running out of the no huddle here. 85-42 in the background with Meinhardt. And it's 85, Peyton Harris in for the score. Newton up 6-0. 5:57 on the clock here in the first quarter. And we'll look at the extra point attempt. Good pressure again. This time the kick is up, though, and that looks good. It is good. Newton on top, 7-0. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
It's 7-0. Newton on top. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. I think every time we play a sponsor tonight, we're going to have to thank Moody Farms for the camera work tonight.
For sure.
Jeff Moody up there bailed us out. We're down to just 2 guys on the crew tonight, and sometimes you need 3 to run that camera because it's up above us tonight. We can't even reach the camera tonight.
Well, we couldn't set it up in here in the press box because the way the windows are small, we just and the countertop
Tripod just wouldn't. It couldn't get the tripod low enough. But Moody Farms here to save the day. Line drive kickoff. Fielded on the hop, and his knee touched. He's down. Oh,
man.
Big break for Newton as Jaden Quinn just lost his footing. The ball bounced, and his foot came out from under him, and his knee touched.
It's going to be start right on about the 7-yard line.
Yes, it is. Jaden ran one back a couple weeks ago. He's got that speed we like to see, and never got a chance to get going there. Maybe we need to watch the instant replay and zoom in on that. Make sure that knee really touched.
Well, I'm pretty sure it did.
I got a hanky in my pocket.
Yeah, you going to throw the challenge
I might
flag?
toss it out there. Out of the shotgun, quick screen out to the left, complete.
That's
dancing around.
Audie Patel, I think.
Yeah, Patel looking good on that one. It's a Tiger first down.
First down.
All right, 1st and 10 for Paris. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Oh, Rigdon hitting the backfield.
Yeah, nothing going for Rigdon, man.
Second down and 11 for the Tigers at their own 17-yard line. Out of the shotgun, same formation for the Tigers. 3 receivers to the left. Showing blitz up the middle. They get to him. The pass complete. Trey Lee, turn the Jets on, buddy.
Go, buddy.
Down the sideline he goes. One guy to beat. They're not going to get him.
Oh,
the chin.
Two-string tackle.
Touchdown saving tackle there. Number 25, Austin Moore, took a good angle. Just did get a hold of him. Big gain for the Tigers. Out of the shotgun. RPO, he kept it himself right up the middle. Something we haven't seen Rogers do a whole lot
much,
of.
no.
He tried to keep it a few times last week. Picked up a couple yards there, so 2nd and 8, ball on the 8-yard line. Sends Patel wide to the left, Lee and Wells wide to the right. Rigdon in the backfield with him. Looking to his right. Into the end zone, complete, touchdown.
Trey Lee.
All right. 6 points for the Tigers. Boy, right there, Lent, that's the best I've seen our offense look all year.
Yeah, it is. It looked good, yeah.
And I love the way the ball's really coming out of Rogers' hand quick. Had a lot of zip on it. But the best thing is the way Lee went after it. Both of his catches have been away from the body, the hands outstretched, going after the ball and bringing it in. He's not trying to cradle it or have little alligator arms or anything. If he can snag the ball like that, they'll keep coming back to him. Lot of motion. Kicks up and good, but it's on the Tigers. That's going to back us up a few yards, and we'll try it again. Was it three times we tried it there?
Yeah, that one game, yeah. Ended up being almost like a 35, 37-yard extra point attempt.
Missed it on the third try, hit the first two. Now he's back at the 15-yard line. Not a big deal for Ingram. He can do this, get a good snap and hold. There's a snap, there's a hold. The kick is up. And
Looks
it's good. Wasn't his deepest kick, but just enough there to get it done. Tigers tied up 7-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
7-7, Tigers tied up on a big pass to Trey Lee. Lenny, a 93-yard drive.
Yep, because we started back on our own 7.
Most of it coming on those two
80-yard
two
pass.
plays.
Yeah, 80-yard pass to Lee, and then the 8-yard touchdown to Lee. So that was most of it.
Lee listed at 6'5", 165. Using that frame downfield in the last couple games. Kind of a squib kick, takes a bounce right to Newton at the 28-yard line.
At least we're going to start them on their side of the field this time.
Yeah, finally. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Newton. They're going to spot it at the 40-yard line or the 39.
Well, he hadn't spotted it yet. We're going to see. I think it's going to
Right
be right
on
on
the
the
40.
40, I think.
I think you're right. Yep, 40-yard line, 1st and 10, 3:38 to go here in the first quarter, all tied up 7 apiece. Well, I like that big drive. That gets the momentum going for the Tigers, but our defense has got to step it up. They've been just gouging us in the last couple drives. One guy in the backfield with him. Keep it to the right side. Another big gain.
That's Meyer Tar, I think. Direct snap to Tar.
$11-yard gain. They're going to bring it all the way down to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
Well, I don't know. It looks like 13 to me. It went from the 40 down to the...
Oh. I think you're right. Yeah, 13.
I can count. I really can. Just not under pressure. They're going to keep it right up the middle this time. Bounces outside. Tigers trying to string it out. It's Wells. Gets the tackle. I think if you're Newton, you can run about 2 plays against us tonight, and that's getting the job done.
That was Tar again on that. Give him 5 more.
2nd and 5. Ball at the Paris 41-yard line. They haven't thrown a pass yet, have they? 1.
Yeah, it was incomplete.
He dropped it down there at the. That's right. Right back up the middle. It's Flowers.
He picked up about 2.
And that's normally what the Tiger defense does up the middle. They don't give up quite as much that way. 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 3.
We got some big boys right there in the middle. You take Mason Boatman, Gabe Winans, Cam Crowder. It's pretty tough to go against those 3.
Man in motion now for Newton. Right
Flowers again.
Stood him up.
Forward progress, though, is going to give him another yard or 2.
Calvin Rigdon taking him down. I think Landon Ingram was in there too. Big 4th down now for the Tiger defense. A stop here gives you great field position. But you have, the last play might have been the only one you gave up less than a yard on. So obviously they're going to go for it. Tigers out of position, scrambling, get to the line. Now they're going to run the quarterback sneak,
Fumble.
and they got him. Oh, they picked it up, and he's big gain down the middle of the field, down to the 20-yard line. Everything coming up roses right now for Newton.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even see the ball pop out.
I seen it fumble, but I didn't. Then I seen Tar pick it up and spun around the right side.
Boy, I thought they had him stopped and they were standing him up.
I thought the play was going to be blown dead. But
all right, fresh set of downs for Newton now from the Paris 20-yard line. Flowers trying to get around the right side. Nope, that's Meyer. Tar that time.
I think he was following Flowers.
Yep, 42 instead of 22.
Give him
Get
about
6.
6, yeah.
Yeah. Down to 15 seconds. They don't have to run a play here. And they're going to be content to let time run off
you're
here.
Right, yeah.
Newton threatening again. 2nd and 4 at the Paris 15-yard line. But it's all tied up, 7-7 at the end of 1. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Ready for second quarter action here from Newton High School. I'm BJ Pheasant with Lenny Irwin. Jeff Moody on the camera for us tonight. Big shout out to Moody Farms for not only sponsoring tonight's broadcast, but traveling all the way down to Newton to run our camera for us. The fact that his son plays, that might have something to do with why he's here, but
he bailed us out. I was rummaging through the crowd looking for somebody to run the camera. And Jeff stepped up and saved the day. So big shout out. Thanks again, Moody Farms, for helping us make this broadcast possible tonight.
I think Stephanie might have had something to do with it.
Stephanie might have twisted his arm a little bit. Pass to the right's complete. Not a big gain, though. Tigers stand him up. Pass is complete to Parker Wolf.
Well, they started on the 15. See where they're going to actually spot this one at.
Maybe a 2-yard gain?
Well, short one. Yeah, it looks like one.
1 yard. Okay.
Now, who did he throw it to?
Number 9, Parker Wolf.
Okay.
3rd down and 4. 11:28 to go in the half. Handoff up the middle. He's not going to get it.
No. Big number 65 there, Cam Crowder, says, nope, not tonight.
Crowder jumped on his back. Rigdon and Boatman got him from the front. That's a big load to move. I don't care who you are.
It's going to bring up 4th and about 2, though.
Get Crowder and Boatman on you. That's going to slow you down. 4th and 3. And I would assume they would go for it given the outcome of their last field goal attempt. And they are going to go for it. A new back in the backfield there, number 33, Dominic Utley. They're going to give it to Flowers. Boatman got him from behind. Change of downs. Tigers get the ball back.
Yeah.
Mason Boatman got through the line in a hurry. All right, Lenny, well, we got a break here, and we're bragging on the Moody's. Stephanie Moody doing an amazing job this year for District 95, working with kids with truancy issues, homework issues, going above and beyond what the position calls, and we've seen amazing turnarounds in some of the kids she's been working with, so just got to thank her publicly here. She's been doing an amazing job. Pass incomplete, intended for Patel.
I think he wanted to run with it before he caught it.
I think so.
That's the first incomplete I got tonight for Rogers, though. He was 4 for 4 up to that point.
And that one was on the money.
Yeah, it was there. Might have heard footsteps, maybe.
Official timeout, he's telling. Trying to back some people up. It's at the. Got to get people backed up off the sideline there. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 12-yard line. Rogers in the shotgun. Hands off to Rigdon.
Nothing there.
Nope, first guy got him.
I imagine he lost a little bit, actually. Looks like he might have lost 4. Or at least 3.
Wow. Yeah, that moves him all the way back to the 10-yard line.
Third and 13 now, so
we've done okay on these long 3rd downs, surprising in the last couple weeks. We'll see what Rigdon's got. Drops back.
he better do something
Oh,
quick.
he's hitting the end zone, loses the ball. Tigers get it back, but it's going to be a safety.
Yep.
A lot of pressure on Rigdon that time. Caught him in the end zone. .9:46 to go in the 2nd quarter. Newton takes a 2-point lead now. So we'll take a real quick break. Be back here in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Every day you see their lights coming and going. North American Lighting, an employer of choice, offers exciting careers and world-class benefits to its team members. In business since 1983, NAL is not only one of the leading employers in our local community, but they have grown to be the largest exterior automotive lighting supplier in North America. As a long-standing member of this community, NAL is rooting for the Paris Tigers this football season. Best of luck to the boys of fall.
Not only is it a safety, Lenny, 2 points for the Eagles, but they're going to get the ball back. And you, instead of kicking it off from a tee, you punt after a safety. The Tigers will be doing so from their 20-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say you got to punt from the 20, so everybody lines up at the 15. And
you get 2 points and great field position. Good kick. Be fielded at the 37-yard line of Newton.
Mason Burns out there for the tackle, though, but Newton's going to start on the Paris side of the football field.
Yep, they'll have the ball around the 46-yard line. .9:39 on the clock. Both teams, all 3 timeouts still here in the first quarter or first half. Tiger defense has come up big when they've needed to tonight, holding them to 9 points. Miscommunication in the
Something
backfield.
was mixed up there for sure.
They still managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Rigdon, I think, on the tackle. Flowers, the ball carrier. I think I give him a yard. Even when they have a broken play, they gain yardage.
Still get a yard, yeah.
Everybody bunched up near the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. They'll fake it to him, and we got a flag. All right, penalty.
False start. That's the first penalty against Newton tonight.
That'll back him up a few yards. Ball spotted now on their side of the field at the 49. Second and 14 from their own 49. A lot of time to pass. Looking downfield,
There's
we got
another
a flag.
I'm wondering if maybe somebody wasn't holding that time.
It's right there at the line of scrimmage, and that might be a reason you had that much time.
Yep, it is going to be a hold against Newton.
Newton backing themselves up right now.
How do you take this, or do you take the pass was incomplete? You just go ahead and take it down and make it third. And
Yep, they're going to decline it and just
Yeah.
make it 3rd and 14. Whole strategy there. The way they've been gaining yards, you don't necessarily want to give them an extra try.
Yeah, right.
You hold them on this one, you'll force a punt. Number 33, Dominic Utley. Looks like he'd be a good fullback. He runs a play in and lines up there with Meinhardt in the backfield. Meinhardt trying to keep it, steps back to pass, throws up a jump ball. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
We tipped it, and they still caught it. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. The pass was sorely underthrown. The Tiger, if he hadn't touched it, he wouldn't have got back to the ball.
No.
The deflection's the only thing that bounced it to him. They've picked up a fumble and taken it for a first down. A tipped pass, which could have been an interception. Instead, it turns into 6 points. Amazing. The extra point attempt is no good. So the extra point attempt's no good. It's 15-7. Newton on top. Tigers will get it back here in just a moment. We'll be right back on the Paris Sports Network. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
15-7. Newton on top. Set the clock up again here for you. 8:31, the official time. I don't do good running the clock. Too busy watching the game.
Well, you do a good job with everything else. So.
I can reset the clock. That I'm good at. I'm good at resetting it when we have breaks in action. All right, Newton to kick off. Tigers back to receive at the 10-yard line. Line drive kick. Taking on the bounce. Quinn bouncing around. Finally picks it up from the 15. Dances outside. Now he's got a little bit of a daylight. He's got some speed, and they get him by the ankles at the 39. Boy, they had me all excited there, Lenny. I thought he might spring one. He was really getting out there. Wish I could find a way to give him the ball in space.
Yeah, more often.
Some way on offense. Not the biggest guy, but he's got some wheels. 3 receivers wide to the left. Looking to pass. They're going to look deep. Right down the center of the field. They've got him open. Pass complete. Big first down for the Tigers. Ty King was all by himself out there.
Okay. 15, 25.
They're going to spot the ball at the 22-yard line.
45-yard pass to King, and that was mostly all in the air.
Yeah, it was. He didn't get a lot of yards after the catch. He had to kind of wait up on the ball a little bit. Under 8 minutes to go. Rogers keeps it himself. He's going to be able to turn the corner and pick up a few yards.
That
and
time
some
he
more.
followed Rigdon, and he let Rigdon be the lead blocker.
They gave him the option. He saw the hole in the outside and stayed right behind him. Gets the ball down inside the 10-yard line.
I think it's right on the 10, isn't it? Well, the nose of it's touching the 10, so.
Yeah, second and 3 from the 10-yard line. Tiger offense clicking tonight. More so than we've seen this year. King in motion. They give him to him on the sweep. Turns the corner, does a flip, and he's just shy of the end zone.
I think you're going to spot it on about the 1.
I think so. A highlight reel effort there by King. First and goal from the 1.5-yard line. That would have been on the local news if he'd scored.
It was close. See if Burns can power this one in.
They're going to hand it to him up the middle. He's in. Now do they go for 2?
I would.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Tigers looking to tie it up now. Rogers with Burns in the backfield. Fakes it to Burns. Throws it in the end zone. It's complete to Rigdon. Calvin Rigdon has to go down to his knees to scoop it out of the grass. And I didn't even see Rigdon cutting through there. I was looking out to the right, to the wide receiver, and I thought, man, he missed him by a mile. And there was Rigdon to scoop it up, and we've got a tie ball game now, 15 apiece. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
All tied up, 15 apiece. Lenny, we're going to have a fun game tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Everything you can imagine happening tonight's been going down.
That was a 62-yard drive for us.
Some of the longest drives we've seen this year. I haven't got to call but 3 or 4 games, but this is the best I've seen the Tigers look offensively.
We're playing pretty good tonight. I haven't seen us throw the ball like we're throwing the ball tonight.
Got a squib kick there right up the middle.
That was a little pooch kick, not even, it did go barely 10 yards, so. I think number 5, Braxton Griffith, a senior lineman out there, caught it. And he just went to the ground immediately.
Lined up the shotgun. They're going to give it to the tailback. Flowers dropped after a short gain. Wrapped up from behind. Rigdon's going to get the tackle.
Got a yard.
Second down and 9 from the Newton 48. Tigers offsides there for a bit. Fortunately, didn't touch anybody. Got back on time. And look at that leg drive right up the middle, but they're only going to get a couple yards. Boatman came out with the football, thought he had a prize there. Play would whistle dead. Forward motion or progress was halted way before that. Got to bring up a long third down, though. I'd be looking for something to the outside here. Stretch the Tiger defense out. Tigers bring, they're showing pressure up middle. They jump and get back. It is going to be a sweep to the outside, trying to stretch it out. They meet him. Wells there with the stop, short of the first down. King came up. Wells finished him off. And it looks like they're going to send the, I don't know, I think that's the kicker out there, number 17. He's on the field at least.
Yeah. Punter, kicker, and he's linebacker. So
good territory for a fake, though. 4th and 3, and you're in Tiger territory.
And Meinhardt's the quarterback, too. He's the up guy. So
to the punter. Nearly got a hand on it. And it's just going to bounce down and die.
It's going to be on our 25, though, where we start.
Number 65, Camden Crowder, went out there and tried to get a hand on the kick, and then went right over to chat with the official afterwards because he kind of bumped the punter a little bit. Mm-hmm. Not while he was kicking or anything, but he wanted to make sure he was all right. No flags. And a not intentional contact by any means. So Tigers will get it back now. 1st and 10 with the ball on their own 25-yard line.
Empty backfield this time. Nobody back there but Rogers. So.
Yep, 5 wide receivers. They're going to bring King in motion now. They give it to him on the sweep. He's got to turn the corner.
And he's not going to make the corner. They tackled him for a loss.
Number 44, Zumbalin maybe. Sniffed that out. I think it was Zumbalin, and King didn't have a chance. That's exactly how you're taught to do that, though. When you're out there on the outside, you go up, and then you sit down and hold your ground, and he was waiting on King. One back in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left. Rogers looking to his left.
Oh.
Big hit, but the pass is complete to Wells. Well short of a first down, but it does eat up a good chunk of real estate there.
Well, we're back in positive. It's going to make third down at least doable. It's going to be like 3rd and 7.
Yeah. I'd much rather see that than 27 and 37 and all that other stuff. I'm pleasantly surprised at the efficiency of the Tiger passing game tonight, Lenny. It hasn't.
Oh, no. He's only
Hasn't
had
looked bad.
1 incompletion. He's 7 out of 8.
Offsides. Good hard snap count by Rogers.
That'll really make 3rd down doable now.
Whole nother set of plays you can run at 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 7.
It definitely gives you a lot more options for sure.
Yes, it does. All right. 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. Ball at their own 33-yard line.
Rogers might keep it and follow Rigdon. Nope.
Whoa, it throws it. A good move by Lee. Still trying to get away, getting swung to the ground at the 40-yard line, but it is a first down. Ring around the rosy out there for a little bit. Boy, Lee really impressing me tonight with his hands.
Good hands catch.
Again,
sure,
just
yeah.
out there in front of his body, snagging the ball. Rogers looking to his left at times, scream out to Patel, and he dropped it again. Same thing, Lenny. I saw his head turning upfield. I think he's just ready to run. He caught one early in the game.
Yep. I think you're right.
That's the second one he's dropped, and they showed some faith. They came back to him.
Yeah.
Patel also a senior. He'd love to get a couple catches here in his last game.
That he would.
Looking to his right now, straight over the middle of the field.
Intercepted.
Sailed over his head. Big tackle out the 48-yard line. On the pick was number 25, Austin Moore. He plays free safety. And he was just playing literally safety. He was about 7 yards behind the receiver, just being the deep man on the defense. And the ball kind of got away from Rogers. 2:21 to go in the half. Run right up the middle. Pretty good gains. Going to get about 5 yards or so. Feels like our defense has been in our own territory most of the night.
Right. Seems like it, yeah. Well, Newton's had the ball. This is their 6th drive. And they've been in Paris territory 4 of the 6 when they've started the drive.
Meinhardt looking deep down the right side. He's got a guy open. It's complete. Tigers have it in their arms, and it's going to be ruled a catch.
13, Trevor Harmon on the reception.
King claiming he had the ball. Not going to get that argument. Meinhardt now gets the call, swapping guys around, sending Tar out to the left. Flowers in the backfield, and they'll pitch it to him wide to the left. Good stiff arm. He gets the corner turned, and the Tigers run him out of bounds after a gain of about 6 or 7 yards here. We'll see, maybe 8. About 7
Yeah,
yards.
give him 7 on the carry.
Make it 2nd and 3. Well, even that big pass there, Lenny, everything's just been exciting in this game. Nothing mundane. Trying to get around the corner, runs over a guy and hangs on to him. That was Carrick Mason Vitale on the stop for the Tigers. Got run over and just hung on.
That's hard to do when he's got that club on the one hand.
Yes, it is. Too many guys think they have to knock them out of their cleats every time they hit them. He showed there, hang on him with one hand's all you need.
Newton takes a timeout. Coach didn't like something he seen.
15-15. We'll take another timeout then as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Third down and 3. Ball on the 4-yard line. I said everything's been exciting tonight, Lenny, and it doesn't change here.
No.
Every play, it just
Means
seems like it
something, yeah.
means something.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does, yeah.
There's none of this, I'm going to run down to the concession stand. No, don't leave your seat. Don't go pop some popcorn. Wait till halftime. You don't have to listen to us. Just don't miss the game. Right up the middle.
Misdirection that time. Fooled me because I was looking for it coming back this way, and it went little misdirection, went the other way. So
Meinhardt gave it to
Tar that
Tar.
time.
And then faked the pitch out on the sweep to the man in motion. Newton goes up 21-15. Now they'll try to kick an extra point, and there's flags out there. Newton got so excited they put too many guys on the field. That'll back them up to the 15-yard line. Now the Tigers are going to send somebody out. Maybe they only had 10 guys. Hard to say. Snap is down. The kick's up.
It's good.
That one is. Newton extends their lead now, 22-15. 48 seconds left in the half. Again, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950.
48 seconds left here in the first half. Newton on top, 22-15. Tigers set to get the ball back.
And then we'll get the ball back to start the second half as well, so that's a plus.
It is. Now it makes you wonder, they kicked it to Quinn, he bobbled it, they kicked it back to him. He about burned him. Do they kick it to him again?
You know, King's another deep back on the other side, so he's equally fast.
Yeah, Quinn's lined up on the opposite side this time, and They're going to go back to the left, deep, kicked out of the 5-yard line.
This time it's King.
Yep. Changes direction. Still breaking tackles. Tries to spin by another guy out to the 32-yard line. About a 27-yard return. He juked and danced and did everything he could there. 38 seconds on the clock. Well, if you're Newton now, you're double teaming Lee. That's got to be your defensive.
You would think, yeah.
You're going to put a cornerback on him. You're going to shadow a safety over there.
You're probably going to keep your best defender on Wells as well.
He had a couple big plays last week. I'd love to see Wells right down the seam. Little head fake. He's got to scramble, and he's down. Good defense that time. Tigers call a timeout.
To get maybe 1 yard, maybe no yards. Looked like they gave him about a half a yard.
29 seconds to go. We'll go ahead and keep it right here with just a little bit to go before halftime. I'd be afraid to get out of my seat even with just 29 seconds left.
The way this half went, for sure. It's probably the most exciting football game we've done this year.
That it has. Newton's got the stands filled here for senior night. Initially, I set the camera up in the bleachers. Thought I might just stand out there and run it myself, and I was in somebody's seat.
Yeah, that back row was all reserved, so.
Yeah, they didn't like that. I had to move. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Slant pattern's complete. First down. Look for Tigers to be calling another timeout here, and they do. Pass complete to Ethan Hess. I haven't said that yet this year.
No, I don't think so.
He ran a great slant route. Another timeout's called, but we'll go ahead and stay here. Paris with 1 more. Newton has 2. It'll be 1st and 10 for Paris on the Newton 47-yard line. .8 seconds left, so you got time to run a couple more plays here.
If we could get down to somewhere around the 20, Ingham might kick a field goal.
If they give him time to kick, he's got a big boot. Somebody lost a balloon. Right through the camera there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the Tigers do coming out of the timeout. 2 receivers to the short side here. 2 to the wide. Rogers, hook and ladder. They fake the hook and ladder. And he won't go down, but he's using a lot of time.
Yeah, he is.
Paris calls timeout again.
Got about 8, though.
Lost about 3 seconds there just dancing around. We got a Newton guy on the ground. He's 2nd and 2. Got it up to 45-yard line. I'm glad he didn't try to pitch that ball. They were kind of, I don't know if that was a designed hook and ladder or if he was supposed to fake it or.
I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, good thing he kept it. So
they were all over that.
Looks like the injured player is 33, Dominic Utley. He's a senior, fullback, defensive tackle.
He's trying to make it off the field here. He is in a lot of pain, Lenny.
Right ankle.
There's a flag on the field.
I didn't see the flag over here. What's it about?
Ineligible receiver?
Downfield.
Oh, man.
So that's going to negate that 8-yard gain.
As quick as he threw that, how did we get anybody downfield?
I don't know.
He wasted no time getting that ball out. I find it hard to believe we got guys that far downfield.
You wouldn't have thought so, but
they're over there explaining now to the Paris bench what the penalty was for exactly.
well, it's going to be first down. Well, now what are they doing? They moved the chain gang down. Why did it move? It shouldn't have moved.
They're all confused here at the moment, and I am as well. The yard marker doesn't know where to go.
No, everybody's messed up.
He doesn't know if it's first down or second down or... So it's second down. So, 2nd and 17 or so.
I don't understand why the yard markers all moved, though.
I have no clue right now. Deep down the right side, going the Tigers. King couldn't hang on to it. No flags on the field. We'll have 6 seconds left. Boy, that last flag, I'm not sure anybody on the field even knew it was thrown.
No, I sure didn't.
22-15 the score. Tigers facing a long third down now with 6 seconds left.
You probably just chuck a Hail Mary now to somebody.
Yeah. Gonna look deep down Lee's side. Throws it over the middle. Hung Lee out to dry that time. Over his head, out of play. 22-15 the score at the half. Tigers down by 7. We'll be back in just a little while. Stick around. We'll be back on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. We are committed to the community for more upcoming events. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
And also, Step Farms and Excavation. We want to thank them for being one of our affiliate sponsors this year. And the biggest thank you tonight, though, to Moody Farms for helping us out and running that camera for us tonight. Boy, so many exciting plays tonight, Lenny. We would have missed if we hadn't had Jeff up there to run the camera, and Stephanie for maybe twisting his arm a little bit. Who knows? But we sure appreciate the help. They have saved the day for us. And what an exciting game. 22-15 here at the half. And this game has been just full of the unexpected so far. And it's just been fun to watch.
Well, it has. And a lot of huge plays, you know. I mean, there's a safety in the game. You don't hardly see safeties anymore in football, or at least not very often. We've had a 51-yard touchdown pass by Newton. And then Paris, we've had a 8-yard touchdown pass, a 1-yard run for a touchdown by Burns. But then Trey Lee's had an 80-yard catch reception, and so a lot of big plays. We had a 45-yarder by Ty King, so just Rogers throwing the ball good. Defense, I thought when we first started, I mean, the ball was on our side of the field just every time they turned around, and they were ripping off big chunks of yardage, but the defense held when we had to. So,
and the unexpected plays, we watched, 4th and short, and we stopped them.
Mm-hmm.
The ball pops out, they pick it up and carry it for like a 20-yard gain or something.
Yeah.
And then they throw a long pass, and we try to bat down, and we knock it up into their receiver's hands, the one that went for the touchdown. So,
yeah, there's no way. I mean, it was a touchdown pass. Our guys are the ones that actually pretty well could have caught it or should have caught it. But instead we tipped it, and then when we tipped it, it went up in the air, and that let let Flowers end up catching it. So that it is what it is, and it's still an exciting game. We're at halftime, 22-15, and the Tigers are going to get the ball to start the second half. So
you look at how many different guys have caught a pass tonight for Paris. We're getting a lot of guys involved in the passing game. It's just really been revived since Rogers has come back from his injury.
Yeah, well, I've got Audie Patel, 1 catch for 11. I've got Trey Lee, 4 catches for 103. Wells has got 2 catches for 21. Ty King's got 1 catch for 45. Rigdon's got 1 catch for 3. And Ethan Hess has got 1 catch for 20. So we've got 6 different guys that have caught the ball. Rogers, like I said, he's 10 out of 15 for 203, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Rushing the ball, though, we're a little bit lack on that tonight. We haven't showed the ability to move the football on the ground. I've got Rogers, 5 carries, minus 16, but a couple of those were bad snaps that he had to, and then once he got sacked trying to make a pass. I've got Calvin Rigdon, 2 carries for a minus 4. Mason Burns, 2 carries for 2 yards. And Ty King, 2 carries for 5 yards. So, like I said, that's our ground game. We just haven't got that in track yet, but we're moving the ball through the air. So,
full of surprises. I didn't expect a big air attack when we came in tonight.
I did not either. But it's a beautiful night for football, so.
Well, how often do you get this kind of weather for the last week of the season?
Not very often, that's for sure.
Beautiful day, just a light breeze coming out of the west.
West-southwest, yeah. Recap the Paris scoring plays. In the first quarter, 3:45 to go, it was the 8-yard pass from Rogers to Lee. The kick was good, and at that point in time, it tied up the score 7-7. That capped off a 93-yard drive, so we marched the ball from R7 all the way down. Then in the second quarter, with 6:24 to go, it was a 1-yard run by Burns. The 2-point conversion was good. Rogers to Rigdon on that 3-yard pass, and at that point, it tied the score at 15-15, and that capped off a 62-yard drive. So that was the Paris stats. For the Newton stats, their ground game has been solid. I've got Isaac Flowers, 12 carries, 58 yards. Meyer Tarr, I've got him 9 carries for 61 yards. Parker Wolf has 1 carry for 19. Riley Hart has 2 carries for 1 yard. And Peyton Harris has 2 carries for 2 yards. Throwing the ball, Meinhardt is 3 out of 4 for 83 yards and a touchdown. Receiving the ball, I've got Isaac Flowers, the 51-yard touchdown reception that was well underthrown, but after our guys tipped it, he was able to make the adjustment and catch the tip pass. Parker Wolf has 1 catch for 1 yard, and Trevor Harmon has 1 catch for 31 yards. Newton opened up the ball game, scoring in the first quarter with 5:57 to go on a 1-yard run by Harris. The kick was good, and Newton was up 7-0 at that point. That capped off a 41-yard drive. Then in the second quarter, with 9:46 to go, was when Rogers was tackled in the end zone for a safety. That put Newton up 9-7. So then, still in the second quarter, with 8:31 to go on the next possession, it was Meinhardt to Flowers on the 51-yard underthrown pass that was tipped. The kick was no good. Newton went up 15-7. That capped off a 53-yard drive. Then with 48.5 seconds to go, it was Tarr on a 4-yard misdirection run off the left side. The kick was good, and that's where we stand at half. Newton on top, 22-15. So
That's a lot to recap.
Pretty exciting first half, that's for sure. I hope the second half's just as exciting, but maybe the orange and black instead of the blue and orange.
Oh, the Lady Tigers volleyball team fell last night in straight sets, I think.
Wow.
Talking to Clay today. And
they were down here at Newton last night, weren't they?
I believe so, yeah.
I thought I heard the announcer down here at the beginning of the game say that Newton was like 22-0 in volleyball this year, so they're pretty well cream of the crop in volleyball in the LIC.
He said they lost the first set, or the first set match game. I always get that stuff confused in volleyball. They lost the first one. The second one, he said they played a lot better, but they started it down like 15-3.
Oh, wow. That's hard to come back when you're down that many.
It is. He said they looked good. They came back, but so now they've got regional action now. They are done with the regular season. That was their last one of the year, so they will be on the road for regionals. I'm not sure where they're going. Clay mentioned it to me, and I'd like to say I've slept since then, but all I did was get in the car and drive down here.
Well, you had your hands full trying to get everything figured out, how we was going to set stuff up here, and we moved the camera like twice because we thought we could set it up in here. That wasn't going to work because we just couldn't get a good shot out through these little windows. So then we was going to go outside in front. Well, we couldn't do that because those seats are reserved right there in front of us. So we ended up on top, and then we had to get different cords, different extension cords, and different cables. But we made it all work, and then you went scrounging around trying to find us a camera operator, and luckily we got Jeff Moody to volunteer. Like you said, maybe with a little arm twisting, maybe not, I don't know, but who's to say?
No, Stephanie's pretty persuasive. I didn't ask her. Doc didn't want to do it. He just said no.
Yeah.
But Jeff come down to watch Will, a junior offensive defensive lineman for us tonight. We're sure glad to have him out there. Being serenaded now by the Newton band. It's doing a nice job. They sound good. Nice straight lines.
I know, I think it was last Saturday our Tiger Band Brigade all came down here to Newton to perform, and I think we went home with all the hardware, all the trophies, all the prestige of.
They've done that a lot this year.
They have.
Dr. Pruitt's done a great job with our marching band, and along with
Hendricks and the rest of his helpers, and they have just been phenomenal. They've won several competitions and just seem to get better every time. We're just under 9 minutes now from the start of the second half. I'll stick about 3 more on there. And
Yeah, they will, because the boys come back out. It seems like they always put that magic 3 minutes back on the clock so they can all have time to get warmed up again.
the last football game of the season, Lenny, I was talking to Creighton Tar the other day, and I asked him about wrestling. I said, now, how's that going to work? When are you going to stick it in? And my thought was, if you're adding a boys' sport, you need to add a girls' sport, too. Are girls going to wrestle as well? And he said, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Girls are going to wrestle?
The girls are going to wrestle.
Wow.
I can think a few I went to high school with that I would not want them to have wrestled.
Yeah, that's true.
So, absolutely, they're very capable of it. So, yeah, we'll have boys and girls wrestling this year for Paris, and they're going to do it during basketball season. That was my other question, is when are they going to do it? So, during basketball season.
Okay.
And he said that they'll host 2 home meets is all that they'll have. The rest are going to be on the road. And they have a, he didn't mention the coach's name, but I guess his dad was a coach of wrestling at West Vigo for 20-plus years.
Wow.
So he's coming over now his son is to coach Paris. And
to get wrestling started at Paris again.
Yeah.
I know Jeff mentioned it back, I think maybe he said his senior year they had wrestling. But nonetheless, we haven't had wrestling at the high school for quite a while. So
it was gone by the time I got there. I'm not sure when they quit, but it had to be somewhere there in the mid-'80s or late 80s. Looking now for the see if the basketball schedules are posted.
Well, they usually start the girls' holiday tournament usually starts like a week before Thanksgiving, and then the boys start right at Thanksgiving. So it's not too far off for sure.
No, it'll be here before we know it.
We'll see what kind of run Clay and his lady volleyball girls can make, though. They are going to start regionals. I think it starts on Tuesday, but I'm not sure where.
I'm not sure. I want to say Bismarck. I could be totally off the mark there.
I was thinking we played Bismarck early in the season, and they were good. I'm not sure we actually won that match either. I think Bismarck might have took that match.
The basketball will be here before you know it. And we'll probably be looking for more sponsors and more subscribers and stuff for that. If you'd like to be a part of our broadcast, you can always get a hold of myself, BJ Pheasant, or Lenny Irwin here beside me. Jeff Chambers, Clay Best, Jim Blue, just look any of us up.
Check out our Facebook page.
Absolutely.
You can get all the information you need there.
And we have corporate sponsors and affiliate sponsors. And also don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button on the videos. If you hit the subscription, then it'll pop up in your feed. You'll know when the games are coming up. And that's always super helpful. And then the like button, that just helps us out with our algorithms and all the other YouTube stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how all that works, but
I don't know either. I just know I know how to turn it on. That's the important part.
Yeah. Well, I know we are now up to over 1,000, so that's a good thing.
I think we were like 1,003 last time I looked last week.
Well, let's see. Well, that's still what it says on mine, too, as well. So we got 92 watching tonight, though, which that's pretty darn good.
Okay. Well, looking at the Paris website, I got a JV basketball schedule. I got some fresh soft schedules. I don't see a varsity. There it is.
Well, it is senior night down here now. I think they're doing all the band members, so
Quite a few folks to
they go through, and they start at the 30 and they go clear down to about the 20 anyway. So
quite the stretch. They had several senior football players. Newton just now making their way out of the locker room.
well, I want to apologize to the girls volleyball players because I intended to get out there and do the girls volleyball game there on senior night the other night, and it didn't work out. But nonetheless, there are some senior girls on the volleyball team. Let's see if I can find their roster here. I've got it here somewhere, I think. I know Kendra Young is one of them for sure. Who else we got? Well, I'm finding everything but what I want.
That's how it normally goes. Paris boys making their way out of the locker room now. They're ready to cross the track. So I've got a boys varsity basketball. I don't see the girls up there on the schedule yet. They could still be tweaking that. They'll be starting here before you know it, though, and we'll do our best to get all the games for you on the air.
Well, maybe I've done something with the girls' volleyball. I don't see it in here.
No, I don't know if I have one with me tonight either.
Hey, you do have.
I got a roster.
You do have a roster, and we have several seniors. And we want to thank them for their participation in volleyball this year. We want to Greta Hall, Jaden Bishop, Jacoby Harkar, Emma Kemper, Lexi Collins, Emily Wells, Kendra Young, Carradine Hoffman, Becca Miner, and Sophie Givens. Congrats go out to all those senior lady volleyball players. So, like I said, I intended to make it out there, and it didn't work out. So,
Parent-teacher conferences kept me at home. We just ran out of manpower.
we did. We're short staff, and the way it is, and
That would be why some of the away volleyball games are just video but no audio. We do apologize for that, but just not enough of us to go around.
Clay always does a good job, though, with his ladies, and he takes the camera and stuff and gets it at least set up so that you can at least watch the game.
Yep.
So, shout out there to Clay as well, everything that he does for the Paris Sports Network.
Now, I think when Clay does those volleyball games, he should just mic himself.
Yeah,
And he could call the game from the sideline. You got all the insight.
we need to get him a wireless mic.
Yeah.
Wireless headset or whatever. I don't know how all that technology stuff works, but
We could mic him up. I think it'd be fun.
it might be. Get some insight, especially when they call the timeouts and setting up the plays or changing players in and out, and you didn't really get an insight on what was going on.
Instead of the insight from us as we're talking about something in the crowd or
Yeah, because we don't know
because we
anything
don't know
about
what's going
volleyball.
on.
It should be really exciting if we try to cover wrestling this year.
We'll only have 2 chances. I wouldn't even know what to cover. Or
I wouldn't have a clue, Beej.
there's more to it than just pinning the guy on the ground. So
I remember back in high school when we wrestled, because we wrestled for one whole quarter when I was in high school, and you got so many points for a takedown, you got so many points for an escape, You got like near pins, you got points for that, but how all that worked and all the terminology, that's been a long time since I wrestled in high school.
Has been a few years, hasn't it?
It has. I'm thinking next year might be our 50-year class reunion if you get right down to it.
Ooh, you're dating yourself now.
Well, we graduated in 73, so next year will be 23.
23, 50 years. Oh, we have the camera there, sir.
Yep, sorry.
Thank you very much. There you go.
Hopefully it works.
Let's see how much it's charged at.
Third quarter action, just a little over a minute away from getting started here.
Well, Paris will get the ball back to start this third quarter, so hopefully we can take one down and punch it in. I'm pretty sure Coach Claude would like to get the ground game established a little bit better, though, because
Absolutely.
we haven't done anything on the ground at all. Because actually we got Drew Rogers minus 16. We got Calvin Rigdon minus 4, so that's a minus 20. And we've got Burns with 2 positive yards and King with 5 positive yards, so that's 7. So we're still minus 13 yards on the ground.
That's
in
never
the first
good.
half. No, that's not good.
The running game has been all we've been able to do for the last few weeks, so it's a big change. All right, this second half kickoff is going to be brought to you by Cornerstone Building Brands and Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home.
All right. Gage Reynolds has the tee set it where he wants. He's waiting for the football. The official gives it to him. He gets her all squared up right there on the 40-yard line. Pretty much right in the middle of the field. Looks like we got Quinn and King going back deep. Looks like maybe Rigdon and who else is he up back? Maybe Dominic Asbury, maybe?
Has been in the past. It's hard to tell until they turn.
And there's a low squibber. It goes over Asbury's head. Quinn picks it up. And he's brought down on the 30-yard line. Uh-oh. Looks like BJ might be fighting a cramp.
I had a little bit of a leg cramp there. I
Yeah.
stretched wrong. I'm not even on the field and I'm cramping up. Blame it on this metal stool.
Yeah.
I'll stand up for a little while.
Well, Paris is going to start with the ball right on the 30-yard line, so.
I felt it coming on. I got to move before that cramps up. That doesn't end well.
Not usually.
All right, 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Quick screen out to the right, complete to Lee. Follows his blocker, picks up the first down and a little more down around the 45. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Boy, they're just really willing to air it out tonight.
Yeah, they are. 17 yards on that play.
Faked the handoff, kept it himself. Rogers going to pick up a few, and we got a
there's
flag.
a flag way late, though.
Looks like a hold.
Yep.
Yep, against the Tigers. That'll back us up. It'll stay first down, though. Big thank you to Ryan Kramer. Sent us the volleyball information. The Tigers are a 6th seed at Bismarck.
Okay.
Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, Bismarck's a 3 seed for the volleyball regional. Love it when the fans step in and help us out with the info.
Usually Glenn Stroh's our volleyball guru. He usually lets us know.
He's usually on the game too, absolutely.
There's going to be another penalty
Oh,
delay
man.
game. I don't know how that happened, but
We're not helping ourselves here.
no, we're definitely not.
It's kind of been the story of our season, though. We start clicking and got things going right, and then boom.
Now it's going to be 1st and 25.
Burns with daylight, though. Almost gets all that penalty yardage back in one play.
Just about, yeah. Got 12 that time. That's the biggest gain we've had tonight on the ground. So
Move it out to the 44-yard line.
makes 2nd and about 13. At least that's doable.
Absolutely. Twins to the left. Triplets to the left, actually. Looking to his right, though. Throws the hitch. Lee makes the first guy miss, and he's brought down hard from behind.
I didn't like the way he went down either.
He comes up.
Little
Little
ginger,
ginger.
yeah, for sure.
Tells coach, I'm all right, I'm all right. 3rd and manageable here at least. It's 3rd and 7. Regden looking for that slant pattern again and throws it behind his intended receiver, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Ethan Hess again. He got his hands on it, but it was in traffic and falls incomplete. 9:32 to go here in the 3rd, and the Tigers are going to send out the punt team.
Yeah, you was hoping we'd established that drive and took it down and scored.
Wolf standing down around the 3-yard line. A lot of respect for England. And he boots it.
It's a nice high spiral.
Out of bounds, though, and they're going to mark it way up there. 25-yard line. Kicked it a mile just off the side of his foot. So Newton's going to get average starting position here, about their own 25.
Right on their own 25, so see if our defense can step up now.
The offense didn't do too bad there, considering all the penalties we had to overcome. Ooh, almost jumped there with the motion. They give it to Flowers. He gets into the secondary before Burns gets him down.
Gain of 5.
Yep. He's 2nd and 5, just past the 30-yard line. Tigers go with 4 down linemen. 1 safety deep. And off the right tackle, they're going to have the first down.
Flowers.
It gets all the way down to the Newton 45-yard line. Been kind of our weak spot, just off tackle.
Yep. Then they spring it outside and
try the same thing on the other side. We stayed with it. Give them about 3 yards, maybe 2. Yeah, I'd give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Well,
I gave him 2.
you gave him 2, yeah.
Seen Landon England kind of hopping around out there a little bit. I don't know if he tweaked an ankle or looks like he's good right now, though. Not much
Yeah, they
there.
got him.
Yeah. No gain that time. Well, I think they're going to say he got 1, but
Gotta give England credit for the tackle.
it's going to be about 3rd and 7.
Yep. Newton shuffling several guys in and out.
Yeah, Flowers come out that time kind of holding that left arm.
Yes, he is. 2 receivers to the right this time. Meinhardt looking to pass. Wide open.
Oh, he's out of bounds. Come on, Fish. Yeah, he caught him, though. He stepped out, but
Yep.
still, it's a big gain, though.
He was wide open down there at the 18-yard line. We've been susceptible to that this season as well. Our secondaries had its hiccups. We've also come up with some big plays, so hopefully we'll see one of those here. 1st and 10, man in motion to the right. Nowhere to go that time. Ball came out.
Paris saying they got it, but I don't see the
No
official
signal.
saying no.
Okay, the official on the sideline said he was down. Tigers have popped up with a couple of those late, hoping to get the call.
I'm not sure who the ball carrier was that time either. Tar, I think, wasn't it?
Yes. 2nd and 9, everybody bunched up, man in motion. Give it to the sweep. And he's in. Just outran us to the corner.
Parker Wolf.
That jet sweep to the man in motion. 28-15 the score. They're going to attempt the extra point kick now from the 10-yard line. High snap, the hold's down, the kick's blocked. Adi Patel got in there and got a hand on it. 28-15 the score. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
(28-15), the Tigers down by 2 scores now, 13-point deficit. We really needed to score first here in the second half.
That was the plan, I'm sure, coming out of the locker room.
I'm sure it's always the plan.
And our offense started out good, but then we shot ourselves in the foot with a couple penalties and then the delay of game, and the drive just kind of fizzled about the 50. And
another squib kick. Taking him around the 12-yard line. Trying to get outside, still dancing around. Somehow he got out near the 30-yard line.
I don't know how, but Ty King on the return, though. And
King's got that never say die attitude
Yeah,
out there.
he does.
Everything he can do to extend the play. That time it works. He gets out of a 30-yard line, especially the 31. Three receivers bunched up out to the right. Right.
Rogers has
Sacked.
kept it himself and sacked for a loss.
They got through the line so fast that time, I don't think it would have mattered if he handed it off or kept it or.
No, I don't think so. Loss of about 6, looks like.
Move the ball back to the 25-yard line, so 2nd and 16. Three receivers to the near side now. Ethan Hess, the farthest. Incomplete pass
Toss
intended
to
for Wells.
Yep, that was low.
He just chucked that one in the dirt, kind of came out wrong.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 16. You really needed to get 5 or 6 at least on that play to make it manageable. But there's a flag for something.
Now another sideline warning, this one on the Newton bench. They've warned the Paris side once, now they're warning Newton to stay back. Keeping everybody behind that white line. Rogers back in the shotgun again. Little head fake, deep down the right side. Oh, ball's out of bounds. It can't be caught. That was pass interference all day long, but it wasn't catchable.
I think that's what the official's going to say. That
I mean, from here I could see had a hold of the jersey and was pulling on him, but yeah, the ball landed nearly on the track.
going to bring up 4th and long now, so Ingram's back to punt again.
He'll be standing back at the 15-yard line. Line drive kick this time. Bounces right to the returner. He's got 3 blockers ahead of him.
He does.
Gets by a tackle. Burns is going to help wrestle him down from behind. All the way back to the 20-yard line.
Parker Wolf again. And
oh, there is a flag back at the 49-yard line, a couple of them. That's generally in a hold or a block in the back kind of area. He had a wall of blockers in front of him. Yeah, illegal block in the back. That's going to push it back. Be from the spot of the foul, though, so. Mark it off right from the 49 or 50-yard line. 10-yard penalty. It'll put it back to the 39-yard line. Well, I'd rather have him at the 39 than our 20 any day.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Newton sets up with a 28-15 lead.
Quick snap, they're going to give it to the tailback. And he's met after a short gain. Flowers the ball carrier again. Second and 7 now with the ball at the 42. Clock still ticking now, about 4:37 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers jumping around on defense there. Meinhardt looking deep down the left side. Oh, couldn't
he
make
had
the
him out there
catch.
too, yeah. King was on the coverage, but he was definitely wide open for that catch.
It was underthrown a little bit, but it was a catchable ball.
Wolf doesn't usually miss too many.
No, he doesn't. They've done a lot of no-huddle stuff tonight. They're going to line up now. And 3rd and 7. 3 receivers to the left. Meinhardt going to roll to his left this time. Pressure on him. Dodges the first guy. Ball's
That
loose.
ball is loose.
And Newton's going to get it back. I think Tar came up with it. That's a big play, though, because that brings up a long 4th down,
Yeah,
and
it
Tigers will
does.
get it back. Ball around the 36 of Newton. Gage Reynolds back to punt, standing at his 25. And they're going to run a fake. He's rolling to his left. Now he's going to kick it on the run. Kicks it right to Lee. And Trey's going to get it out around the 39-yard line. Kind of rugby kind of kick
Yeah, it
there.
was.
On the run.
I thought at first he was just going to keep it and try to run around, but then he seen he wasn't going to be able to make it. So then he pooch kicked it, a rugby-style kick, whatever you call it. And it worked out pretty well for him because it got down to R35.
And it might have been like an option. Roll to the right if you got rid. Long way to go for a first down.
But if you got a chance to make it, go for it. If not, go ahead and kick it. It takes a lot of talent to kick one like that on the run like that, though.
Well, that'd be an RKO then, a run kick option. You don't see that too often. Rogers throws a pick at the 45. Rogers had the pressure on him. And I think he was kind of dodging contact as he threw the ball and just had nothing on it.
Nope. That's Bierman. Number 24, Gus Bierman intercepts.
First and 10 now for Newton at the Paris 33. We told nobody to go anywhere. The plays, big turnovers, big catches.
Okay, so Newton's on the Paris, 33?
33, yep. Everybody bunched up in the shotgun there. They're going to give it to Flowers off the left tackle. He stood up and corralled pretty quickly.
Gain of 1.
Yep, a little one. 2nd and 9 at the 32, down to near the 3-minute mark. The Tiger defense has tightened up since early in the game, Lenny. We're giving up the occasional long pass. But the running game has done a little better. Pitches to the left of Flowers again. He finds a seam and he's going to get the first down. Nope, short of the first down.
Short of the first, but picked up about 8 anyway.
He's going to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 2. I'd wager Flowers is going to get it again here.
Probably.
He does off the right tackle this time. He's got the first down. Not a lot more, though, but picks up about 7 on the play. Got inside the 19, inside the 20 to the 19.
Yep. Well, that makes him an even 100 yards on the night. 20 carries, 100 yards. That's a
5-yard average. I can do that math in my head.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, snap got away from him on the ground, and he just has to fall on it. Got a minute and a half to go here in the third. Loss of about 4 or 5 yards. They're going to say 2nd and 14 with the ball on the 23. One man wide to the left, 2 to the right. Wolf in motion. They fake it to him, spin around, and they give it to Flowers right up the middle.
Flags.
Boatman had his hands in the air, and the flag flew. Hold's going to be the call. I'm assuming Boatman's the one that got held the way his arms were up in the air. Break for the Tigers. That was a pretty good gain.
Yeah, it was a good gain, so that'll bring it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that'll bring it up 2nd and about 23, 4, maybe 25, I don't know.
Ball the 32-yard line, so they got to get all the way down to the 10 for a first down. Clock is running. Low snap. Ow. Incomplete. Well, I couldn't tell from here.
I couldn't tell either.
Holding my breath.
On that angle. I think he did catch it, but I think he was out of bounds. So
44 seconds on the clock for the third quarter. A lot of football to go yet. Tigers down by 13. Two down territory here for Newton. I can't see him kicking a field goal from there.
Not from there, I wouldn't think so. But if they get 10 or 12, that might be doable. Looks like the same pass play they just ran.
Oh! Batted the ball loose, up in the air, and he comes down with it.
It's going to be a first down for Newton on the 1.
Meinhardt took a shot in the backfield. He was hammered on that pass.
I couldn't see who caught it, though. Wolf, okay. Thank you.
Parker Wolf with the reception down to the 1. And they run up there and do that quarterback sneak in for the score. .20 seconds on the clock, and Newton goes up 34-15. Boy, right there again, just inches away from an incompletion and a big fourth down, and just right into their hands. They're going to go for 2 now. And they didn't get it off. Delay a game. Or they called timeout, just barely. Timeout called. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back in just a second here on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Waiting the extra point attempt. Newton going to go for two, leading the Tigers now 34-15. They've held us scoreless here in the third quarter.
Well, for you baseball fans, the Phillies lead the Padres 4-2 in the top of the seventh. So
Phillies and Padres. How many people you think picked that for the NLCS?
not very many. Not when the Dodgers had 111 wins. So.
Direct snap to Tar, and he's in for the two-point conversion. 36-15, Newton's lead extended. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Time now for the kickoff. We'll see if both teams have kind of gone to the squib kicks and line drives and stuff here since the beginning of the game. I'm still amazed that I'm sitting up here in a windbreaker tonight, Lenny. This is...
Yep.
Season never ends like this.
It's not too bad, that's for sure.
I
think just about every window in the press box is open. So, except mine, I got mine shut.
Yeah.
I'm an old man though, so. And he puts a boot into that one.
Down to the 7. Quinn couldn't quite catch it. And he's going to run right into the heart of the Newton defense. Out around the 18. Newton covered that very well.
Yeah, they did. Well, once he reached up and touched it and it went over his head, then he had to go back, clear back to about the 10 to finally pick it up. So.
Well, even if he hadn't reached up and touched it, it's a live ball on a kickoff. He had to go back and get it.
See where they spotted at 19-yard line.
Yep. Rogers got a guy in motion. It's King. Hands it to him on the sweep, trying to get around the corner. Pretty decent gain. Gonna pick up 5 or 6.
Got out of bounds to stop the clock. 6.4 seconds left. So time to run one more play anyway.
Tigers down by 3, scores down. Pretty tall order here for the fourth quarter, Lenny.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to need some big plays to get it done. Rogers pass intercepted.
Another interception.
Yeah, he did. Still got 1 second left here in the quarter. I think he just misread that one. All of his interceptions so far have been right to a guy, right in the numbers, so it happens. Screen pass out to the left as the quarter expires. Wolf trying to break free, gets down around the 15. That is the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. Newton 36, Paris 15. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Every day you see their lights coming and going. North American Lighting, an employer of choice, offers exciting careers and world-class benefits to its team members. In business since 1983, NAL is not only one of the leading employers in our local community, but they have grown to be the largest exterior automotive lighting supplier in North America. As a long-standing member of this community, NAL is rooting for the Paris Tigers this football season. Best of luck to the boys of fall.
First and 10 at the Paris 15-yard line. Newton with a 3-score lead, now threatening to do it again.
That they are.
Pitch to Flowers around the right side. Gain of about 4 yards or so. Nope, not as many as I thought.
3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 13.
I believe so. 11 and a half to go in the ball game. Pass out to the right, it's complete. Wrestled out of bounds.
Looks like 12 on the reception. Kincaid, that's his first catch of the night.
Yeah, he's a senior, coming in at 6'3", 180 pounds. Now it's 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, my money's on Flowers.
He's in there at tailback, right behind Tar. Gives to Flowers, and he's stacked up and pushed back.
About the 1.5, so.
So will be 2nd down and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Newton bringing a couple of the big guys out.
Play clock's down to 9 now. 7.
They hustle up to the line. 3 seconds. Man in motion. They give it to Tar, and he's stacked up and dropped. Tigers answered well that time.
Yeah, they did.
Clock still running. Approaching 10 minutes now. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Looking to pass, incomplete. Adi Patel on defense that time for the Tigers. Got a hand in there. Now we're looking at 4th and goal from the 1. .9:45 to go in the game. I don't know if they got enough time to come back from this, Lenny, but a big stop here sure makes you feel better.
Yeah, it does.
Wolf wide to the left, everybody else bunched up. Man in motion, sliding to the right. They're going to hand it to Flowers. And he's in.
So
He lands about 2 yards back and must have just broke the plane. He didn't have far to go. Flowers needs 1 more yard for 5,000. Is that what they said? Or for 1,000, hopefully.
Maybe 5,000 for his career.
Even
maybe.
that. That's still a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
The extra point attempt is up and good.
Yeah, it must be 1,000 yards for a season because he's just a junior. There's no way he could have got 5,000 yards in a career. So
43-15, and it's gotten ugly again, Lenny.
it has now, yep.
We'll take a quick break, be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
(43-15). Newton continues to stretch out their lead against the Tigers.
Yep. Newton has dominated this second half when we were going to get the ball first to start it and thought we were really had things where we wanted them, and penalties and penalties and penalties and
turnovers.
Yep, couple interceptions. So
couple bounced balls that go the right direction. High, short kickoff, fielded at the 15-yard line. King right up the middle of the field, makes a couple guys miss. He's got the kicker to beat. Slows him down enough, they gang up and bring him down at the 30-yard line. Big kick return that time by Ty King. Great field position for the Tigers now.
That's the first time tonight we've started in Newton territory.
Wow.
First time tonight. Right on the Newton 30, so.
I don't know if I've had more fun in a loss. I mean, it's been a fun game to watch. The boys have
played hard. A lot of good, exciting plays.
Looking to the right. Another good grab by Trey Lee.
But, man, he had to go up so high to catch that. The time he caught it, they were right there to tackle him. But he still picked up, what, 4?
Yep. Just a quick hitch out there to him. Good to see Trey out there. He missed most of the basketball season with a bad ankle last year. Just nice to see him healthy and on the field.
Well, Rogers is 230 yards on the night, and Lee's got 130.
First down for the Tigers. Big completion to Calvin Rigdon. Well-designed play. They ran a screen to the left. They let the defense in, and Rigdon took advantage of it. Ball marked just inside the 20-yard line. They'll say that call it the 19. Two receivers to the right, two scrunched up to the left on the far side of the field. And they'll bring King in motion. Hand it to him for the reverse. Trying to get a block from the outside, and no gain on the play. I'll show you the kind of kid Ty King is. That ball gets run out of bounds. He's got guys knocking him out of bounds, and he runs into the yard marker. And the first thing he does while he's laying on the ground is ask the yard marker if he's okay.
Yeah. And then the yard marker guy helped him up. So
right,
good good deal all the way around. Other than we didn't gain any yards on the play. Still good sportsmanship.
Make the handoff, pass over the middle, complete to Wells, and he's hit hard at about the 1 yard line. I was hoping to see that play again tonight.
Yep.
Right down the seam. It worked well last week. Yard marker looks a little shorter. Out of the shotgun. Keeps it himself, and he's wrestled down from behind. No gain. Second down and 1. So second and goal from the 2 yard line, they're going to say. He lost a yard. We've done a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, we have.
Ooh, bad snap.
Oh, man, did he get hit.
Yes, he did. Rogers took a shot, and the guy that hit him is slow to get up. It was 25. Austin Moore came in on the hit.
Still no gain.
Third down, 2 to go. The official checking on Moore back there in the secondary.
I'm not sure who got hit the hardest, though. Rogers took the shot, but...
Snap gets away. Rogers picks it up. He's hit from behind. And the ball falls incomplete. I'm surprised he got that pass off.
I'm surprised he did, too.
Into a lot of traffic.
That's going to bring up fourth down. And
fourth and goal now from the 2.
you got to go for it. What do you got to lose now?
Burns in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands off to Burns. Tries to power up the middle.
He ain't going to make it, I don't think.
Nope. They push him back short of the goal line. And Newton will take over on downs.
Still right there on the 2 yard line, so.
Oh, the bobbled snaps and the kind of did it to ourselves that time.
Yep.
The little miscues. First and 10 from their own 2 yard line, 6:11 on the clock. They're going to hand it off, and I think that's Tar going to get out around the 6 yard line.
I can't tell who it is. He's still down. Riley Hart.
So we have an official timeout for injury. We'll go ahead and take a quick one here as well. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
We're in the fourth quarter, 5:59 left to go in the ball game. The Tigers trailing 43-15. Still working on an injured Eagle down there around the 5-yard line. And fairly serious, Lenny. They went after the cart for him.
Yeah, it's something in the lower leg, looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, Riley Hart is a 6'2", 195-pound senior, so you hate to see his season end this way, especially with basketball season coming up. I'm not sure if he plays basketball or not, but I'd guess at 6'2", he probably does.
Now they've got a whole basketball team out there if you go down the heights. 6'3", 6'7", 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", 6'3".
Yeah, I know Parker Wolf he's a handful on the basketball court.
Yes, he is.
I remember him from last year.
Sometimes it's just the last names I get hung up on. You should see see some of them
Beer,
over and over.
The Biermans and the Wolves and Zumbalans.
Yep. Working on getting Hart off the field. You hate to see a kid go down this late in the season.
No kidding. Especially being a senior. Not that it's any different than any other kid, but this is last year of athletics, and you'd like to see him be able to finish out strong. Everything got really quiet, though, that's for sure.
That it did. A lot of respect from both sides on the fans and the team. The players have all taken a knee, and well, Lenny, I think we'll take another quick break and then come back here in just a moment. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered.
They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com.
A standing ovation here from the Newton crowd, Lenny, as they get Riley Hart.
Got him on the back of the gator anyway. They took off his pads, jersey. And now being hot and sweaty, he'll catch a cold.
Yeah. About to find out how bumpy those gators are.
Mm-hmm.
Not a smooth ride across the field.
Probably not. And there's a stretcher. They're bringing it over there to down on the end where the band was set up. So they'll probably transfer him over to the stretcher. And
at this point, just drive him on over to the ambulance.
You would think.
I got him loaded.
You would think so.
All right.
Nonetheless, football action is about to set to begin. They start the clock. The play clock's not there. It finally started.
Hand off to Flower as he gets by one Tiger. Good straight arm and knocked out of bounds outside the 10.
It's going to be pretty close to a first down if it's not. They're going to say what, 3rd and inches?
Yeah. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to right, man in motion, sliding to the left. Flowers off the right tackle.
But he picked up enough for the first down. He only needed just a few inches, and he got a couple yards. So.
That's enough for a fresh set of downs.
Clock's going to be down under 5 now.
Pretty quiet crowd out there at the moment. That injury kind of took it out of them.
Took the wind right out of everybody's sail, I think.
Now they're just waiting for that clock to run down. Long time to snap the ball. A hand off to the right side. Short gain that time. Flowers a ball carrier, and he's limping a little bit on the way up. Just over 4 minutes now to go. 4:20 on the clock. Tigers shifting around on defense now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff, fullback up the middle. Nowhere to go. I gotta give him about a yard, it looks like. 3rd and 7 now.
That was Tar that time, I think. Maybe.
Yep. That's what the PA says.
Game clock still running. It's down to 3:30 now.
They're running all the time they can off the clock between plays here. They're in no hurry. They got a pass, though. Deep post pattern. Good defense by the Tigers.
Yeah, Paris had that pretty well covered between Rogers and Lee back there.
Yep. Gonna bring out the punt team.
Standing back to kick around the 7-yard line is Reynolds. Low snap. Lee bobbles it. Loses the ball. Newton's got it back.
Man, if it could go wrong, it will.
Number 5, Braxton Griffith with the recovery. Lee muffed the punt and then was unable to fall on it. Tried to pick it up and had it knocked away from him. So Newton gets the ball back now, 1st and 10 on the Paris 47-yard line. Quick pass out to the right is complete. Slides by the first guy and is driven out of bounds. Pass complete to number 9, Wolf. They're going to give him a first down, 10-yard gain.
Oh, really?
Right at the marker.
I marked it down as 9.
And they're keeping the clock running. The officials letting this one run. They're not up by 30, but they're keeping it moving. Run and play right up the middle. Short gain. That's Peyton Harris on the carry. Give him a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9 now. Ball. Oh, give him about 2 yards on the carry then. They marked it all the way up to the 35-yard line. Hand off again.
And he's gone.
Yep, that's another touchdown. Number 6, Dawson Dietz. (49-15). .139 on the clock, and they'll set up for the extra point attempt. Kick is blocked again. Wells got through to block that one. Nice job by Robert. The junior comes in and knocks down the extra point. 49-15 the score. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events.
(49-15). Waiting the kickoff here. Just got another text from Coach Clay Bess. He wanted to remind us that volleyball plays Bismarck for the regional semifinal on Tuesday, that we're the 6th seed. Bismarck's the 3 seed. Match starts at 7. And he also said 19 wins this season is the second most wins in school history.
Wow, that's good.
Yes, it
for
is.
a first-year head coach, he did pretty good for himself.
Long kickoff finally picked up around the 1 yard line.
Oh, man, he's
Win
not
is
going anywhere.
swallowed up.
He might have made it to the 11, and that's going to be about it.
Long field now for the Tigers. Last time we had the ball down around here, though, we marched down the field and scored. I don't think we'll do it in a minute and a half, but it's going to take a big, another 80-yard play to do that.
A heck of a good spot, though. I didn't think he got much over the 11, and they put it clear out to about the 13, so.
And they're feeling generous right now.
I guess. Not that it matters.
Newton's going to call a timeout. Take
So-
this opportunity to walk their seniors off the field.
I think so, yeah. They had a lot of seniors, too.
Yes, they did. You can look down their starting defense. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starters. 6 senior starters on offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on defense.
I'd say they had 12 seniors on the roster, so.
And not all of them playing both ways. You know, Moore's only playing defense. Dietz was only playing defense. Utley played a little offense, but he didn't start.
Dietz did have that one carry, though,
Yes, he did.
for the touchdown, that 35-yard run. There's Burns. He rips one off the left side.
Oh, he ran into a defender or his own player, but he spun him around, and down he went after a pickup of about 4 yards. We're approaching the 1 minute mark here in the game. Two receivers wide to the right. And they're
Comes
going to hand
Burns
off to
again.
Burns, yeah. Got to pick up a Tiger first down.
Got 5 more that time.
We're down under 30 seconds now on the clock. You look at the scoreboard with those tenths of a second going, they sure look like they're moving a lot faster than it does without the tenths, you know?
Yep.
Ooh,
man.
Rigdon
Nothing. He lost a yard.
about lost his head. That'll be the last play of the game. And time will expire. 49-15, the final score. The Tigers fall to the Newton Eagles. We'll take a quick break and be back with some post-game stats for you in just a moment. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Also, Step Farms and Excavation. They're our affiliate sponsors tonight, helping make this broadcast possible. And a big thank you again to Jeff Moody at Moody Farms. They're one of our affiliate sponsors, and Jeff came up and bailed us out tonight and ran the camera for us on top of the press booth here, so we could move it because we had to set the camera up high, and Lenny and I couldn't reach the camera tonight. So thank you to one of our sponsors for going the extra step there and helping us bring this contest to you tonight. 49-15 the final score, Lenny. It didn't feel like a blowout.
No.
All night I was like, okay, we're in it. And then the fourth quarter came around and we were blown out. I never saw it coming.
No, we just couldn't get anything going that second half at all. Right where we were at the first half is about where we ended up, other than the fact that we had a fumble on a punt. We lost. Newton recovered. They ended up scoring. We had 2 interceptions by Bierman. Newton took those and ended up scoring on both those plays. So you take the 3 turnovers away and about 3 sets of penalties for a delay and a hold and illegal motion.
And then not able to punch it in.
When we were down there, first and goal
from the 1 or 2, whatever it was. And then everything that could go Newton's way tonight did. The ball just bounced their way on every play.
Yep, it sure did. Let me take a minute here just to figure up Rogers' stats, though. 4, 5, 6, so.
While you're doing that, I'll remind everybody that our next broadcast will be next Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have regional girl volleyball for you that night. Paris going in as a 6th seed against number 3 Bismarck.
All right, I had Rogers 15 out of 26 for 245 yards throwing the ball, but 3 interceptions, that hurt. Other than that, everything was was good. I mean, because he even had a 8-yard touchdown pass to Lee, which those are good stats by any means. So
that they are.
But nonetheless, we just couldn't get our ground game going at all tonight. It just never materialized. Rogers, 8 carries for -23. Calvin Rigdon, 3 carries for -5. Mason Burns, 6 carries for 23 yards. And Ty King had 4 carries for 10 yards. So, like I said, throwing the ball, 15 out of 26 for 245. 1 touchdown, but 3 interceptions. And catching the ball, I had Audie Patel, 1 catch for 11. Trey Lee had 7 catches for 130. Robert Wells had 3 catches for 39. Ty King, 1 catch for 45. Rigdon had 2 catches for 10. And Ethan Hess had 1 catch for 20. And we are joined by Coach Claude, so I'll turn it over to BJ and Coach.
Coach, thanks for coming up and talking with us tonight. As always, we do appreciate your presence up here, and what a way to wrap up just a rough season. And that, in a lot of ways, this game kind of paralleled our season.
All year long. We even said it down there. Somebody said, oh, my goodness, one of the coaches in the headset about a particular situation, and it was just like 2022. And that's kind of how it was. It was, 4th and 1, and we knocked the ball out, and it bounces right back up to them, and they turn and run it down here. And it's been kind of just that way in terms of luck and then execution and what have you. It just wasn't one score half, and then just kind of gave up some big balls and became a turnover machine a little bit.
It did.
And, we didn't protect the football. One time in the special team phase, and then threw a few picks and gave up some big home run balls on the corner routes. We talked about it at halftime, and they kept coming back to it and hitting it, and corrected it finally there later in the game. But disappointing just because it's, you come down here and it's a one-score game at the half, and didn't even feel like it should have gotten to that point, but it did because of, some misfortune, a couple of plays that were really not even in players' control, just bad bounces. But it is what it is. That's kind of been our season the entire way. So we're going to have to pick up the pieces and go back to the drawing board. And, we got a lot of valuable kids that got a ton of experience this year. And we knew going in it was going to be a difficult challenge with the season schedule. But we got a bunch of young dudes that got a whole lot of experience playing. And now we got to sharpen up and go back to the weight room and get stronger and, develop their bodies and mindsets.
It almost felt like every game this season we were calling a new player.
Yep.
Somebody else was stepping up every week. Tonight, Ethan Hess got a few opportunities out there on offense, and it was just there was a new name every week, and that was kind of out of necessity, but also guys putting in the work and coming out and getting it done.
Well, guys getting an opportunity because they've earned it, and we've seen that throughout the course of the year and practice and what have you, and then out of the necessity, if you will, be it where a guy just wasn't playing well or an injury or what have you. It's kind of just been that type of year. It just seems like it never, ever ended.
Now, will you have anything to do with the wrestling program coming up here?
No, but we're excited about it. We think that it can help us, from a mindset. We need to create a nastiness. We had a nastiness at one point in time, particularly up front, and so we've pretty much met with our players over the last couple of weeks, and for the most part, have put a mandate out there that you're either playing basketball or you're wrestling. You're doing something, and we'll go back to the weight room and start our off-season phase and develop from a strength and size standpoint. But the one thing I'm excited about wrestling is the fact that some of our guys that can't contribute or wouldn't contribute to the basketball program, it gives them something to do and being competitive, and then it's a one-on-one fight, and hopefully creating conflict and a mindset of a little bit of nasty, and we've got to get that back.
Well, that's what football is, especially in the trenches. It's that one-on-one fight every time. It's me and you, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we're excited about that and wish them the best of luck in basketball and, boys and girls. And then our band obviously has a big day tomorrow, and they've had a great season, and we're rooting for them and cheering them on from afar. But obviously we're disappointed in the outcome, not just tonight, but overall throughout the entire course of the year. And some of it was, out of your control. Some of it is what it is. And we'll go back to work. I mean, we've kind of gotten spoiled, what would have been 5 straight years in the playoffs and conference championships and what have you, and to take a dip. It's painful, but everybody goes through it at some point in time, and now hopefully we can reset and maybe go on another 5-year run. So
that'd be great.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Go Tigers.
All right, thank you, Coach. That's Tiger head coach Jeremy Clodfelter meeting with us. Wrapping it up with us tonight, Lenny. 49-15, the final score. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Nah, just get ready for wrestling and basketball. They're both just around the corner. Like I said, the girls usually start a week before Thanksgiving, and the boys usually start right around Thanksgiving weekend. And like you said, we're only going to have 2 wrestling matches at home, I guess. So I'm not sure how many matches we have all together, but
yeah, it's as new to me as anybody, so I'm not real sure.
We'll play that by ear and go Tigers.
Yeah, well, thank you to all of our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. And again, a special thank you to Jeff Moody at Moody Farms for running our camera for us tonight. I'm BJ Pheasant for Lenny Irwin, and you've been watching Paris Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Alina FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.